3 in the morning. The whole house is silent. You are not. Your baby had fallen asleep hours ago. You did everything right. You gently picked them up, rocked them softly, kept the room dark. You were so careful, so slow when you laid them down. You barely breathed. You pulled the door shut centimeter by centimeter. You got into your own bed. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes that were yours. And then that sound. Small at first, a whimper. You wait 1 second hoping it will pass. It doesn't. It grows. Then a full cry, as if they never slept at all, as if something triggered the moment you left the room. You got up, again. Your eyes are burning. You can't feel the floor beneath your feet. You picked up your baby, rocked them, whispered, maybe fed them. They fell asleep, really fell asleep this time. You laid them down, stepped back, walked toward the door. 20 minutes later, that same sound again, and you're standing there in that dark room and something inside you cracks. Not just the physical exhaustion, that's already there. Something else. Is this normal? Is something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? You came here to ask that question. You deserve the answer. But first, think about this. This isn't just tonight. Last night was the same. The night before, too. And you've noticed, during the day your baby is a completely different person. Laughing, playing, curiously looking around. Daytime naps sometimes happen almost on their own. But when night comes, it's like a different baby. A friend told you the other day. Ours was exactly the same, she said. Just when I was about to get them down, they'd open their eyes. The moment they touched the mattress, done. Like there was a sensor on their back, they could feel the bed. You both laughed, but you both knew how much exhaustion was hiding behind that laugh. Another mom had told you too. Ours would only sleep in arms. In arms they were an angel, but the moment you tried to put them down, done. We took turns at night, me and my husband. He held them while I slept. I held them while he slept. Maybe you're living this too. Maybe only you can do it because your baby won't accept anyone else. And that moment comes. At 2, 3, 4 in the morning. While you're holding your baby, you fall asleep yourself. Your head drops forward. You startle awake. And you think, is this going to go on forever? But why? Why is your baby so calm during the day but so difficult at night? Why do they wake up the moment they touch the mattress? Why can they sleep for hours with you but turn to screaming within minutes of being left alone? They're not doing it on purpose. They're not punishing you. It's not because they don't love you. Then what is it? When you fall asleep, at some point you sink into a very deep sleep. That deep sleep goes on for a long time. During that time, you're not even aware of most of what's happening around you. In babies, this works completely differently. Babies sleep in short cycles of roughly 45 minutes. At the end of each cycle, just like when you roll over in the night, they rise lightly to the surface. A small mini awakening. You don't notice this happening to yourself because the adult brain manages this transition automatically and pulls you back into deep sleep. A baby can't do this yet. And in that moment of surfacing, they look around. Whatever was there when they fell asleep, they look for it. If you were holding them when they fell asleep and they wake up alone in a bed, that's a real shock for them. I was there. Where am I now? That's why when you get them to sleep in your arms and then lay them down, they wake up. Because the environment they fell asleep in and the environment they wake up in are not the same. Think of it this way. You fell asleep on the sofa, and when you open your eyes in the morning, you're in a completely different room. How would you feel? Your baby experiences this every single night. This might surprise you. Your baby's brain can read darkness as a danger signal. It sounds strange, but it actually makes a lot of sense. For thousands of years, a human infant left alone in the dark meant real danger. They can't move, can't warm themselves, can't protect themselves. This reflex is still there. It hasn't been erased from your baby's brain. That's why panic kicks in so much faster when they wake at night. When they wake during the day, they can see around them. There's light, there are colors, the sounds are familiar. They can stay calm. When they wake at night, there's only darkness, and you're not there. An alert fires in their brain. Danger. Call for help. Your baby's call for help system works only one way: crying. So that nighttime cry most of the time doesn't come from pain, it comes from a sense of aloneness. Your baby is asking, "Are you there? Am I safe?" And every night when you go to them and answer, you're telling them, "Yes, I'm here. You're safe." That is the most important lesson in the world for them. Most parents are surprised when they hear this. Your baby's nervous system hasn't fully matured yet. Everything that happens during the day, sounds, faces, lights, touches, new experiences, keeps accumulating in your baby's brain. And that accumulation is waiting to be processed. This processing happens largely during sleep, but during such an intense processing load, your baby's nervous system sometimes gets overwhelmed, and this overwhelm produces a strange result. Exhaustion, instead of making sleep easier, actually makes it harder. The more things they experience that day, the more stimulation they were exposed to. The harder sleep can be that night. Think of it like a cup. All day long, things keep pouring into the cup. By evening, it's about to overflow, and that's exactly the moment you're trying to get your baby to sleep. This is not your fault. This is a sign that your baby's brain is taking everything in, that it worked very hard all day long. You feel sleepy at night because your brain releases melatonin in the dark. This hormone sends your body the signal, time to sleep. Babies don't arrive with this system fully working. Melatonin production develops gradually from infancy. In the early months, this system is very weak. Your baby may not yet be able to fully feel the biological difference between night and day. That's why some babies sleep longer during the day and stay awake at night. They mix up night and day, and this is entirely biological. So your baby not sleeping at night sometimes simply means, for them, it isn't night yet. This system settles over time. Exposure to daylight, consistent routines, reducing stimulation in the evening hours, all of these train this system. But it takes patience, and you're already showing patience every single night. There's one more thing. And I think this changes everything. One of a baby's most fundamental needs is attachment, being close to someone they trust. This need exists during the day too, but it's felt so much more intensely at night. Because nighttime is when your baby has the least control. They can't see, can't move, can't understand. This feeling of helplessness fuels the need for attachment. And you are the only person meeting that need. Research shows this. Babies who are consistently gone to when they cry at night begin sleeping more easily over time, because they internalize the certainty that someone will come. A brain that feels this certainty relaxes more easily. So every time you go, every one of those exhausted wake-ups is actually writing this into your baby's brain. You are safe. Someone will always come. And this is laying the foundation for a child who will one day sleep independently, who feels secure in the world. Now stop for a moment. You're tired, really deeply tired, and that exhaustion shouldn't be dismissed. We know what sleep deprivation does to the human body. Thoughts scatter, emotions become unsteady, the smallest thing feels unbearable. And while you're struggling with all of this, you're still getting up every night and going to your baby. Sometimes you must ask yourself quietly, why me? But think about this. Your baby calls for you at night. In all the world, in the dark, when they open their eyes, they call only for you. Because in their brain, your name is written as safe. Because you are their only fixed point. At 3 a.m. in that dark room, when you pick your baby up one more time, your baby wasn't scared. They were looking for you. At the end of the cycle, they surfaced and instinctively knew, if I call, they'll come. And you came. With your tired eyes and your numb feet, you came. Every single time you came. This is exhausting, but this is also the deepest trust relationship in the world. And know this, it passes. That little brain settles a little more every night, feels a little safer every night. Your consistency, your showing up every single time, is slowly getting them there. Think for a moment about what it is you're holding in your arms. In the middle of the night, in the dark, when they open their eyes, the only name that comes to mind is yours. Perhaps the heaviest and most beautiful weight in the world is being the first name someone thinks of when they wake in the darkness of night. If this video gave you a little room to breathe tonight, you can subscribe here. Every week, big secrets from your baby's little world are waiting for you.